Miss Martha's continuing with the Meatless Monday and with my vegan dishes today. My lentils and rice are already ready over there, and I'm getting ready to make the biscotti, almond biscotti. First thing I'll have to do is I've got to warm me up some water in the microwave and put my flaxseed in it so that can moisten and soften up, because that's my egg replacement, which will help emulsify my dough together. I've got almond flour, plain flour, salt, sugar, baking powder, powdered sugar, regular sugar, and my wet ingredients are I have almond milk, macadamia oil, almond extract, vanilla extract, and I've got whole almonds with the peel on. I don't use a little sliver almonds; they'll just burn and crumble in your biscotti. Whole almonds make it the best. And I've got sea salt and castor sugar, coarse, to go on top after I've made the dough into the little mounds that I have the little round, oval arched shape to it. So when I come out and I slice them, I'll have the nice little classic biscotti shape, and then you put them back in for their second bake. So it's really simple to do. I'm going to go ahead and separate. I'm going to heat my water up for my flaxseed. I'm going to separate my wet and my dry ingredients, and I don't even have to use the mixer. We're going to do it all by hand over here. So we're going to pause a minute, and I'm going to show you my vegan lentils over there, and then we'll come back over here and make the dough. That's vegan lentils with spinach and arborio rice, which is also vegan, no animal products used. Delicious. Well, of course, I'm not going to serve it up till my husband gets home for lunch. So we're going to pick back over and make the biscotti. Okay, I got my wet ingredients, my dry ingredients, so I'm going to slowly incorporate my dry ingredients into the wet ingredients until I can make a dough. Once I have a dough, I'll fold in the almonds at last bit. And then I'll wash my hands really good, and I'll moisten my hands with fingers so I can shape the little mounds that I need. I'm not quite sure. I think I'm going to get two. I've got a parchment lined baking sheet, and my oven is preheated to 345 degrees for the first bake. I'll turn it down lower temperature for the second bake. But right now, let's start making the dough. My hand's going to get messy, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera here, and we'll pick back up, so I don't keep messing up my camera with dirty fingers. Look how beautiful that dough looks. Hey, you know what? It's vegan. There's no eggs in it, so. That's good. Oh my God, that's good. I just have to fold the almonds in, whole almonds with the peelings on, and then I'll separate it into two loaf rectangle shapes, and I'll put it on a parchment lined baking sheet, and we'll put it in the oven to bake. Be right back with you. Okay, I've got my dough made up. I've got the classic shape. Let me see if I can show you. You see how it has a little mound in the, yeah, there you go. Got a little arch shape to it. Because when you slice them, you're going to slice them at a diagonal. Now I'm going to mix up. I've got the coarse sugar and I've got the coarse salt. I'm going to do 3 parts sugar to 1 part salt in a little bowl over here, and that's what I'm going to sprinkle on top. So, be right back. Okay, my oven is preheated at 340 degrees. Here's my biscotti. They'll be going in for their first bake. They'll bake for 30 minutes. I'll take them out. They'll cool for 10 minutes. Then I'll take them and I will do my diagonal slices. I'll put them back on a fresh piece of parchment paper, and I'll put them back in the lower temperature oven, lower the temperature down to 325, and they'll bake another 20 to 30 minutes. I'll check them at 20 minutes on the second bake because I want them to dry out, but I don't want them to burn. So, going in the oven now. Oven just beeped. Let's get the biscotti out from the first bake. Smells delicious. Put them down this wire rack here. They got to cool for about 10 minutes before I try to slice them, or they'll just all crumble and fall apart. So, see you back in a minute when I slice them, and then they have to go back in for their second bake. And then we're done. I'm enjoying baking vegan today on my Meatless Monday. Don't forget to check the other video out that's got the vegan lentils on it. Here's the most challenging part. Now, you need a really sharp knife. Beautiful that Yes. Now we're going to put them on the baking sheet. You're not going to put them in like this. You're going to lay them down flat because you want them to finish drying out. Okay? I'm going to move along with this and put it back in for the second bake. I've already turned the temperature down on the oven. We'll pick back up in a minute. You can begrudge me having a little taste. I mean, I'm going in here cooking all day. You hear that crunch? It's going to be even better though if I get it back in for its second bake. Plate hot? Nope. How beautiful they look. Can you see? And they're vegan. Put them back in to bake. While we're waiting on the biscotti, look how beautiful the vegan lentils turned out. I can't eat right now because I'm still baking. It's ready though because my husband's going to be home any minute now.
So what have we here?
Vegan lentils. Vegan almond biscottis.
What do you mean?
It's biscotti, Daddy. Like people have at Starbucks all the time.
This is what?
That's lentils.
I know that lentils and the rice.
It's vegan though, so there's no animal products in it. So, you know, no beef, no animal products, no butter, no eggs. Same thing with the biscotti. Did they turn out beautiful?
Very good. It's different.
Are you biscotti? Okay.
Thank you.
Martha cooked vegan.